Today's video is about how to take a crank off your Haibike Flyon, especially when you've got this in the state that it is. It's rounded off. The pedals have been torqued probably excessively, or is seized up, which is why the pedals on the threading on the outer, or I should say the inner part of the actual crank has actually rounded off. The idea is that you slacken this couple of turns and then you start turning this clockwise to sort of start pulling away the crank from the actual motor. But what happens is this bit here pushes against this and it slowly pulls away. So unfortunately, because of the state of this and how heavy the unit was torqued up, that's not going to happen. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so first thing first is, yes, some of you might think, well, what am I doing with this mat? This is a soldering mat from a plumber, my plumbing box I should say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this around just to protect the motor from any heat, because the idea is that I will be applying heat onto that crank just to sort of make that expansion. So first thing first is I'll need to take the pedals off. Let's take the pedals off just so that we get a bit more maneuver. It's sort of, because these are sharp, the pins are sharp, so it can easily sort of, let me sort of slacken this off. Yeah, I was tightening it, but then I was thinking just so that it, normally if it's seized up, or it's ideal to sort of give it tight and then slackening it off, but that's the reason why I was doing that, but never mind. Okay, so pedals off, I can grip it better, not worrying about getting hit by the actual pedals pins and cutting my hand all over. Right, so the next thing to do is I'm going to remove this. So let's grab another Allen key set. Okay, and that will be a 8mm. That's slacked anyway, but I'll show you what's happened. Okay, so that can go in the frigging bin, because I'll be replacing these with Hope crank tomorrow, so that video will upload soon. So as you can see, let me give you a closer view. There you go. It's all been, the outer side has been fully stripped. Okay. So, right, what am I using? This is a Park crank removing tool. Let me see if I can find the packaging. It's the CWP 7. That's what I'm using. Okay. So what I would do now is first thing first is let's get this as further back as possible. Okay. Then I need to gently see if I can get in there, which I might be able to, but I'll have to use a spanner. So, just gently getting in there without causing any fuss. Get a spanner, just gently press it into place. Okay. Alright, so that's tight. What I'm going to do, I'm doing just a little thingy, yep. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do now is the critical bit, is applying heat. So, you can use a heat gun, but a heat gun can distribute too much heat. So I'd like to be safe, I'll use a hairdryer to a maximum set heat output and hold it there for about 5 minutes or so, whatever. So I'd keep it tight actually, just so that it's getting a grip on the back end of the crank as well, because it won't matter. It won't matter. Just keep it tight. Just a firm tight. So I'm going to get somebody to hold the right for me. Just there. Force around the more heat it's going to get. And let's get here's the socket. 15mm for this. And we're good to go. Right, I need to reposition this, so I can grip it. There you go. And start twisting it. Crank is a bit hot, nice and gently, just lift it from it like that, yep. That is hard. It's becoming very stiff, absolutely crazy stiff that is. So I'm going to give it a try. The arm's hot, it has expanded, but it's ridiculously stiff, and I mean ridiculously stiff. That just crazy. Let's take this off. I can probably get the socket in a little bit better. Yep. Okay, just gently. Just go easy with it. Just a little turn at a time. Just make sure that that's not soft. Okay. Because of how stiff it is, and you just don't want to rush it. Just go small turns at a time. It is getting a bit softer. I think it's coming out. Yep. Yes, it is. Move that. Yes, it is. Hip hip hooray. Wow. That's done brilliantly. No damage to the actual ISIS shaft, and it's threaded fine on the inside. Yep, that's cool. So let's sort of get this all. Sorry about the light side of it. I have to shift some of the lights just to create a bit of room, but there you have it. That's been taken off successfully. So that's that, really. All I've got to do is now to try and take this out. Tomorrow's video is going to be about replacing the crank with some decent ones. Not even the slightest damage on the teeth in here. If I installed a shitty one, it would have stripped this and it would have stripped it furthermore on the crank, which means that would have been a grinder job, which you don't want to be messing around with a grinder next to a bike like that. So really happy. It was a great achievement. I've got to give 5-star for this crank removal tool from Park Tools. Really appreciate that. I did buy a cheap one. I will show you the cheap one that I bought, but I did not want to take the risk of using it. Let me find it for you. Okay, there it is. That's the cheaper one. That, but I wasn't keen on using it. You know, it just didn't have the confidence. Furthermore, when I looked at these threadings closely, this is much more refined, the Park Tools, and you know, you can tell by looking at it, having a closer look at it. Whereas these are slightly thicker, so that's when it tipped off that I'm not going to be using this. So Park Tools from Amazon. If you're in a situation where you're struggling to take the crank arm off your Haibike Flyon motor, but yeah, that's done. Not easily, but it's achieved. You know, that's the main objective. So it was well worth that investment for me. So there we have it. Okay, let's look. That's the thing that seats inside. So just to confirm that that's all okay. There you go. All right, I'll put that all the way in. Confirm that we're all good. Look, that's going in with these, no problem. Beautiful. So there you have it. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Park Tools, for providing an absolute cracking piece of kit. There you have it. Right, I do have a tool for this, for the chain ring to be removed and replaced. That I might do in another video. It was quite hard to get hold of the box set. Box set was a good part of 300 quid, something like this. But essentially you'd end up using just that and the other things. It turned out to be that I've got most of the stuffs around my workshop, but more than likely I'll just keep this banner and get rid of the box set. Anyway, that's nonetheless, if you want the box set, by all means go for it. But yeah, there you have it. That's all. Hope you found this video useful. And a big shout out to Richard at Ebike Sussex for providing a replacement motor for me. Really appreciate him sort of getting involved. No retailer wanted to sort of help me out. He was the only one that did what he did for me. So really, you know, appreciate him doing that. Thank you very much, Richard, once again. Yeah, they're based on Shoreham by Sea in Sussex. So I'll leave the details in the description of this video. Anyway guys, all the best, take care and peace.